Hey, we're at Libro's open mic today. Happy New Year. This is kicking off our January programming for the Heartbeat open mic at the Libro's Lincoln Heights. My goodness. And I'm really excited. We have a great lineup. We have Teresa Michek, we have Angel Miguel Lopez, Conga Poet, and we have Salt on Fire, Mauricio Moreno. The night is gonna get lit. Y'all gonna enjoy. January programming. All right, we're gonna get started in a little while, so enjoy the show, everyone, and feel free to put your comments below. Okay, and that's gonna be our stage. Okay. Everybody got coffee, everybody got some water up here. We have the sign-up sheet over there. We're zooming here on this side. We're gonna have danza in a little bit. Y'all signed up. Okay. So I'm gonna get a coffee. Also, as well my water. And then I'll be ready for. Oh yeah, and we're also having the silent auction on the different items today. We have well, we actually have 4 items. Some of these are just we're just showing them off to, but the first one we're gonna be auctioning off this set here. It's Edgar Allan Poe Raven and Other Poems, and it's pretty nice, fancy gold gold embossed with typewriter magnet poetry. So that's item number 1, and all the items start at $10. So, and then just we'll see how it goes through the night, and whoever gets the highest wins. And then we have a nice journal, also with the gold. This is like a paper chase journal, really nice for you to write your work in. And then we're also up for bid is also a gift credit, a credit to the Libros. It's a $30 value. And this is a surprise. You can touch it, feel it, and it starts with $1. It's more like lighthearted. That's what we have. So 1, 2, 3, and then the gift card. And then this is the book of one of our features tonight, Mauricio Moreno. And Teresa Michek's another feature that's going to be joining, that's going to be performing tonight. And she has her books over here on the shelf as well. And actually, we should bring one up front as well. Can we get one of Teresa's books in the front? Or I can grab it. And we have some Poet Society merch. We already sold a shirt. Thank you for your support. We'll be also passing our bag around. We have our QR code to our link tree that has our website and other ways you can support our Poet Society. Yeah, right behind you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw you check that.
Good sort of the left.
Okay. And the next are here too. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna sing a song and then I'll bring them out here. Okay. And then a lot of people are. Oh, and this is one of Teresa's. So we want to show off our feature authors. And the restrooms the restroom is over here too. If you ever need me, when nature calls, got you. Oh, there's.
Birthday cake. You want to go over there? What's the tier one? What? She said that you want to buy an espresso. My mom says, yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take a picture of all y'all because you look amazing. And then it's gonna be over there, so then it'll look gonna be back. So, Leo's in there. Heartbeat. All right, wonderful. And it charged everything. Before I got it. Perfect, we're ready. Yeah,
No, looking for you, mama. Looking for you.
Hey everybody, we have to leave this. We're gonna party open mic today. Happy New Year. Big Heights in the house. East Los. LA Post Society in the house at the Libro. And we have a great show. We have Teresa May Chun, Ángel Miguel Lopez, Bongo Poet, and Soul on Fire, and lots of wonderful writers and creators in the house are sharing collab today. Hang out with us. And we also have danza. So once the danza starts, I'll grab the camera and take you out there. Okay. All right, we're good. Be this thing.
So, you want your apple milk?
There we go. Oh. Probably should face you guys. Wait, is this the, where's the speaker part? Oh, yeah, this side. Then I don't want to blow your ears out here. Okay, let's try. Okay, sorry. Oh, test, test, test. Okay. Wait, I should do this. I'm gonna be coming in and out of this a little more. There. How's that? Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Mateo. Thank you for being here at Heartbeat Open Mic. Our first open mic of the new year, 2024. Hello. We made it. We made it. And to a prosperous new year to everyone. I want to thank everyone for being here. And before we begin our program today, I'd love to start with a land acknowledgement to acknowledge our Indigenous brothers and sisters, our extended familia. We're all related in some way. And also just being alive in the same time and space makes us super related because we're experiencing a lot of the same things. But I want to acknowledge our brothers and sisters, our Indigenous, especially the Tongva. We're here on Tongva land and very close to the Gabrieleño and the Chumash further out by Malibu, and also the Tataviam and the Fernandeño. And I also want to acknowledge the Serrano and the Luiseño, and again, all the Indigenous. And may we all be good caretakers of Mother Earth so that the next generations can strive and prosper. And you know, it's righteous to be good to your mama. So we should be good to our Mother Earth, right? So thank you again. I'm Jessica. I'm your host tonight. I'm also the founder of the LA Poet Society, and this is embarking on our 15th year of service to Los Angeles and the creative community. So November is our official birthday, but we're gonna be, so mark the calendars for November. We're gonna have a big quinceañera, and you're all invited. And we'll have a contest for who has the best gown, okay? So ball gown, that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, and it's just, you know, it's we do it out of love. We do it because we are also poets and creatives, and it feels good to be amongst folks that get it and also enjoy it and also create because we learn from each other, and it's really amazing to witness what everybody else is creating. So I want to dedicate tonight. I want to honor someone really special to me that recently passed just yesterday. So today is part of my healing journey to losing someone so dear. But I want to acknowledge Tessa Adler, who was like a soul mother, soul mama, that's what I would call her. And may she rest in power and soar free. And just want to acknowledge her and send love. I also want to acknowledge on the other spectrum of things. I was reading some Khalil Gibran, and he has a book called The Prophet. Anybody read The Prophet before? Y'all know that book? Yes. And there's always these sections like tell us. It's like the wise man is leaving town, and all the people are asking him all these questions about big things of life, like tell us about love, tell us about children, tell us about truth, And then he says, tell us about death, and he says that death is just another part of the life cycle, and I'm just like, and it is, it's the ometel, which is the duality, the dark and the light and the death and the life, So, so it's just part of our cycle. But on another note, I want to say happy birthday to our featured guest, Teresa May Chex, who's here celebrating her birthday this weekend. I love it. We got our birthday girl in the house, and she's gonna be reading tonight. She has a lot of books, and she's also a publisher and an educator. And we have birthday cake. So birthday cake, cookies, lots of treats today. And we're gonna have some danza too. The Ajolote is here. They've been with us since we started this mic as part of our event and our offering. They bless the space, and they also share ancestral knowledge with us and just kind of ground us back into the natural, into our indigenous roots, wherever they may stem from. But we are indigenous brothers and sisters of this land. So they're still getting set up, but I want to go ahead and just start with a song. I want to start with a little song. It kind of eases my nerves, and I think it'll help me. It'll help me feel better. So here we go. I'm gonna do a Doors song. Any Doors fans in the house? Yeah, all right, the Doors, me too. I'm a big Doors fan. So anyway, this is the way that I like to sing. People are strange, and I don't know. Oh, I do have the drum, or you can just do on your hand in your lap. Dun dun dun. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Oh, 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 people are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. We're all family here. And I think are we good to start over there? But thank you so much for listening. And I love the Doors. And I'm like, this year, one of the things I want to really do is definitely write more usually I write poetry, but also can write in other styles. And I was like, I have my brother over here who's this awesome director, screenwriter. He's gonna be performing later, but you motivate me. I'm like, I should write a play. I should write a screenplay. We have a radio show, doing like skits. I'm like, I need to start writing some stuff. And then I want to sing more and make an album. Anyway, I got all these creative goals this year, y'all. I'm like, I got to get stuff out because we never know. We never know how limited our time could be. So it's always good to live every day as full as we can. All right, we're gonna do one more song. I'll do one more song. I'm always kind of feeling like the comic on stage. All right, I got another one for you. I'm trying to think of which one. I guess I'll do Navajo San. I mean, hey, whoa, who is that young man over there? Wow, when you shave, guys, you just look like a whole nother man. Anyway, that's all I got to say. All right, Navajo San. I once upon a time I thought it was Dene. I loved the Dene, and also want to give a shout and love to another brother that passed. Wow, so young too. An activist named Clee Banali. Anybody know Clee Banali? Okay, he was a fierce Dene activist out of Arizona, and he is just trying to, he was in every fight trying to get justice for Mother Earth and for unhoused brothers and sisters and for Native brothers and sisters, and just always fearless. He was a warrior. I love that brother. And I don't know what he died from, but we lost him at the end of the year last year, and he was only like 45 or 48 or something. He wasn't even 50 yet. But thinking of him, because this song I'm gonna sing is called Navajo San. I want to dedicate this to him and to all the fierce warriors here in the room, using your palabra, using your love, your great energy to help heal and connect people. So, okay, here we go. And yeah, if you want to make a beat, that's all right, that's fine. Let's see. Whoa, Navajo San. Whoa, baptize me till I live again. Once I lived to 23. I woke up once and didn't see me. I created sad. I missed my mama and missed my dad. They're retired. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Navajo San. Whoa. Baptize me so I may live again. Dead again at 32. Thought I knew myself, I hardly knew. I was defeated from my past. Everything around was large and black, but I kept on going down the line. Gotta listen to the vision inside. Yeah, oh, Navajo San. Whoa. Thank you for letting me live again. And using these eyes, I breathe deep when I'm really alive. Oh, Navajo San. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening and participating and indulging me in my songs. And I think now we're ready for the danza. Ajolote is here, and leading the jolote is Tata Freddy, along with a lot of beautiful gente, brothers and sisters. So I welcome you all to let's go on out and experience the danza mexica from Ajolote. All right, we're gonna be back, singers. But I'm gonna take you guys are coming with me outdoors to the danza. Oh, is this okay to be on the camera, right? Okay, okay, great.
Grateful for a little bit of life, grateful for a little bit of health,
so important to acknowledge the different characteristics of this indigenous life. Acknowledge all the people to acknowledge the personas that are people that are one time. That the man of one time who are now the ancestors. A mission, 90s, coming from the knowledge, for the knowledge, the Italian people, the Chumash people, who are the original stewards, the original caretakers. It's so important. Because they never lead to what's happening. They were the caretakers. Oh, Nazi, oh, Nazi, wait, oh, Nazi, wait, oh, Nazi, oh, Nazi, wait, oh, Nazi. Something is coming. Nazi, wait for Nazi. Wait for Nazi. Oh, Nazi, wait for Nazi. That's what's called nickel salt. The half speed. But the regular speed that you can do that's huge. But it's all of the stuff. Our ancestors left us a medicine to heal and ground ourselves with our sons, dads, and our music. So we like to provide music, but you know, everything we do, we do with good intention. So we would like to provide what we learn to play by listening to the world of the natural. Because if we go to the world of the natural, that's where you're going to find what it is you have to do. That's where you're going to ground yourself. All you have to do is observe the natural world. It's there to teach us on why we are on this earth. We're connected. We always talk about the web of life. Western society is now discovering quantum physics. That's what our ancestors called the web of life. Our ancestors understood the quantum physics. The Mayans understood cosmic time. We are all one people from Alaska to the tip of Argentina. It's one people. There's no divisions here. We come from the original caretakers of this indigenous continent, all of us. And if you're not from the continent, if you go back far enough into your ancestry in Europe, Asia, or in Africa, You are the descendants of the original caretakers of the land. And the original caretakers understood it's about the giver of life, Mother Earth. It's about the cycles that are constantly occurring around us. There's cycles of time. It's about looking at the world in a circular way. In a linear way. There's nothing wrong with the linear way. Reason, logic, the circular cycles. Things end so that new things can begin. Things die so something new can be born. We're seeing things dying around us. We shouldn't be concerned. We shouldn't be afraid. Because something has to die for something new to be born. And that's what's happening at this particular time. There's an end of a cycle. And there's a new cycle. But we need to see it through the lens of our ancestral memory. It's a circular race. Homes fail. Be here and provide for you with dollars. And you put the phone down. I have no intention is to awaken and something in all of us. Because we are all the descendants of the original caretakers. We're back far enough, like I said. People may not agree with me, but that's what I'm saying. That's what makes us, once we understand that we are the descendants of the original caretakers, if you're going to understand, you need to know what is your ancestral past. Then you will understand we are the people. When you understand that we are the people, we are the humans. Take care of each other. We've been disconnected from ourselves. We've been told about individualism and self-centered interest, and it's all about the me. No, it's not. We're all connected. We're all related. We need to take care of each other. And only the people that we realize this is who I am. Every one of you came to this earth with a gift. What is your gift that you have to offer? Master it and be of service to our people. And that's, if we all do that to each other, we're going to shift the whole everything. It's not about out here, it's about in here. We need to change the way we're seeing the world. We're connected. The biggest deception is that we're not connected. The biggest lie is that we're not related. We're all related. There's no such thing as race, there's only humanity. There's only people. And that's all to divide us with all these insignificant things that are not important. This is what's important. Come together, opening our hearts and listening to like our music. And I want to hear your music. What is your song? What is your dance? Because that's what we need to share with each other. To bring joy to our family. We need to bring joy to ourselves and protect that. Mateo, muchas gracias. We are Ajolote. We are Grupo Musica Basantes. And just like how we open, now we're going to close.
Okay. Where's your seat? No, no, Monster Shield here for number one. They all left. Skip it. Sorry. Get it. For those that may have RSVP'd for the open mic segment, if you're here, please write your name on there. And then otherwise, if you want us to read an open mic, please do. Yeah, for those that haven't signed up yet.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get the open mic sheet. Let's continue with the program. I'm so grateful. The Ajolote danzantes are so amazing and like to give their time to you and be a part of our offering of this night. It's so special. And I'm grateful. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get the list. I saw someone had dropped a cookie. I think there's a trash can in the front. That's our ongoing program, so that's good for any month. Yeah. All right, y'all ready? Y'all feeling good? Say yeah. Kick it off. All right. New year, and what's one of the things y'all planning for this new year? Want to shout it out? Any just like one word or phrase? What y'all aiming for this year? Expression, nice. What you searching for this year? I want to create more. So my connection, expression. Anybody else?
Personal growth.
Personal growth, absolutely. Any others? All right, I'm gonna ask that a couple times tonight. So it's the beginning of the year, y'all. I was like, I'm not ready for this new year. It just crept up on me. Like I was still vibing with 2023 and trying to finish up the way I wanted to. But yeah, anyway. But hey, the cycle continues as Tata Freddy mentioned. So here we are. And again, I'm grateful for everyone being here. Let's give an applause to the Libros and Jesse Mare. Jesse is the hometown hero, resurrecting this amazing independent bookstore here in Lincoln Heights. I also want to shout out Jesse Tovar over here. Woo-hoo-hoo. He's the organizer, and manager, and everything. The manager of the bookstore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like unofficially, officially. He gets things done. I love Jesse. All right. That's okay. I'm gonna pass the mic over. I guess that's my, I'm gonna move on. So I'm gonna bring up Savannah. You ready, Savannah? Yeah. Oh, this is meant to be. Take care for Savannah. You have the camera right behind you. So yeah.
I came out just in time. So the first poem I'm going to read is called Hummingbird. The performance kind of reminded that I wrote this poem years ago. It's not spring, but I think it still works. Spring is a time of gentle flowers and blossoming flowers. Sorry. Spring is a time of gentle showers and blossoming flowers. For the lovely hummingbirds, messenger of the gods, the meaning coats their chests and throats in emerald, chrysocolla, amethyst, and ruby. The beating of their wings hum in the familiar voices of our ancestors. They live, their ancient songs play. Let the blood crimson flowers offer their sweet nectar, welcoming hummingbird kisses, because spring blooms for them. And then I'm going to read just a few more poems. This one's called Forgotten Burials. Barefoot on my walk I pause. My feet sink deep in dark soil. Warmth washes to coolness in each layer. My hands dig further into my potential bed, and into the richness I start to lay in gleeful unstillness. A moment I pretend to be one with all that hath expired. How the earth blankets our history by chapters. Archaeologists are worms and bugs, burrowing creatures, navigating through cities entombed in rubble, and weathered corpses stripped of their faces and names. Time fades the epitaphs of these unassuming gravestones, forgotten cemeteries leveled for our roads and homes. I cannot help but smirk in macabre wonder as I continue on my path. Whom do I greet unexpectedly, if they be now grass or tree? And when I am erased by time, who would unknowingly visit me? And for my last poem, Morning Doves Cry. Misty dawns mask the morning doves, who coo, then hum and sigh and thrice. Meant to be a symbol of a new, instead, a wake the morning brings. The rising sun now a gentle pyre, a silent fire respectful of somber psalms, transformed by the woeful bird's funeral song. While taupe feathers sit in pews above, I rest at the trunk below in solemn wonder. To whom do these birds breathe this day and many more, in their coos and hums and sighs of thrice? An invited guest among them I become. As I bear witness to these ancient hymns, I find myself to ponder. Who might be lost to me? Will I ever know a loss that is undiscovered? But these doves will remember in my stead, memorializing the unnoticed and forgotten. Rhythmic heartache strains my throat. Not from guilt, but reassurance, I start to cry, and with them I coo, then hum and sigh and thrice. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Savannah. I love it how it just aligned perfectly. Like your next and miraculous and miraculous. Keep it up. The next person coming, come on, y'all gonna walk up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was testing it out. It doesn't always work that way, right? It's like, come on, let's keep it up with this divine connection and stuff. But hey, it's awesome though. That happened. All right, Savannah. All right, next up, we're gonna bring Joseph Dominguez. Joseph. Yeah, jolotes. Woo, woo, woo. There's all kinds of yummy treats. You have cakes, cookies, coffee, todo. Dominguez in the house. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, connections are everywhere. I love it. I guess it's maybe like have them talk further away from the door so that, because when other folks might not have to be all loud as me. They can't be all loud like me. No, I'm just kidding. Joseph. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, here we go. Joseph Dominguez.
Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Good. You guys having a great time? I'm sorry that I'm a little late, you know, I'm running a little back
You're
in time.
perfect time. Did you want the microphone or? I don't have a.
No, I'm loud
I
enough,
don't have a
could you
stand.
guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you guys, you know, if you want me to go louder, I'll turn it up, okay? Well, for many years, I've been a recording artist. As a matter of fact, I used to, you know, rehearse just right up the street of you. Maybe you remember Lacey Studios, Lacey Production Studios. Many movies have gotten started out there, plus a lot of videos. Bon Jovi, Snoop Dogg. If you've seen the movie Seabiscuit, the old Kentucky Latino was filmed right in the back of it. Cagney and Lacey, Hill Street Blues. Oh, and that's a long time ago. I'm just surprised, you know, I didn't know they put my name on the list until after she told me it's a tell.
You're young, Joe.
Yeah, this is my son. This is Teresa.
Oh, you're Joe's dad.
No,
Now I
but
get it.
yeah, I've been playing music for a lot of years. If many of you were here a couple of years ago, I was in downtown LA with the Black Eyed Peas, with Pat Vegas and PJ Vegas and everyone was there, you know. If you ever go down over here to York Boulevard, there's a woman named Shia Luna. She really has a lot of nice videos also. I brought her up on stage. You know, she kind of got shy. I told her, come on, I've been playing music for more than 50 years. You know, I'm an old timer. And you know, when you get my age, you turn around and you look back and you reflect, you remember many children. And this song goes back to even your grandmother. Probably. Okay, now you guys, I'm just gonna play it just as is. Your grandmas and your grandpas remember this song. Okay, so you guys feel the spirit of doing something with it. Okay, feel free. Okay, now I need a heartbeat. Who's a good heartbeat from? Nobody. Okay. Okay, here you go. Just put your thumb here and just. Okay. All right. So, does anybody remember the Guardians of the Galaxy? Yes. Okay. Does everybody remember the movie Rumble? Indians who Rock the World. You look up the movie Rumble, I'm the first one on there. I'm there with Jackson Browne, Jimi Hendrix, and you name it. Taj Mahal, everybody's on there. The late Jesse Davis. I was just going over, just reflecting a lot of memories of things that I've done, you know, and things that I forgot that I have done. And when you guys reach a certain age, you're going to look back to life. Remember, you're something to someone. Okay. This song came about only because most people look in the mirror and they have to figure out what am I going to do for today. It's okay to just be who you are. That's how this song came about. If you remember this song, just kind of picture when you look in a reflection of yourself and say, hey, there's nothing wrong. Everything is right today. What I reflect is an image of the at the moment. So live at that. Okay, everybody help me out. Y'all know this one. Hey, hey, hey. The problems your head. Hey, hey, nothing no matter with your mind before the side. One more time. Hey, what right. Don't you feel right, baby? Well, all right. Leave it from the main line. All right. I said, find it, find it. Oh, love it, right. If you want some, take some. Yeah, baby. Come and get your love. 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 La 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 la, everybody. La 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 la, yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. It's Marvin there. Come get your love, come get your love, come get your love now. Come and get your love, come get your love, come get your love now. Come and get your love, come get your love, come get your love now. Come and get your love, come get your love, come get your love now. Now. Come and get your love. 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 Thank you all. You made a lot of memories. You know, I sometimes they say stuff that's just a little bit off out of key. Just recently, I was just in the Valley Music Hall of Fame, and I received the award for Redbone. And, in the upcoming show, February 24th, from the 22nd to the 24th, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll be there as Grand Marshal for the family of Ira Hayes.
Oh.
If you know Ira is he was the Marine who placed the flag on Iwo Jima. He was one of the 4 Marines. And you know that Ira went up with 250 men, and only 27 returned back from Iwo Jima. You know, sometimes we forget about many elders who had lived before us and gave us this unconditional freedom of love, liberty, letting their stories go out there. And don't ever hold back, you know. You ever have questions, you ever have an answer for something, that's the reason why we write, we put out books. I also have a group with Leon Hendricks, if you know Jimi Hendrix. I have a group with Leon Hendricks. And we just got back from Sweden, Washington. We did a show up there. And then losing sometimes your precious elements, because the day I went for the Hall of Fame Award up in Fresno at the Roger Rockwell's Diner Theater, a couple weeks before that, I lost my doggie. You know, 17 years my doggie used to go on the road with me, and you know, all of a sudden you lose it, and it's something precious. I have 3 dogs. How many of you folks have doggies? Oh God, they're our teachers. Animals are our teachers. You know, when I came out of the Army back in 1976, I lived at the way station where I used to go and I used to look for animals that have been abused. I'm talking about exotic animals, such as tigers, lions, bears, apes, chimps, orangutans. You know, even Michael Jackson's family got to know me. But they knew deep inside that it was not about, you know, taking an animal from somebody like that. It's just when you take something that is indigenous from the earth, it changes the variable of how we think, you know. But the closeness that we embrace are the things that are sentimental. Animals, to me, have always been sort of my teachers. You know, birds sing. If you listen to horses, they actually sing too. Cats, dogs, you know, they all have a reflective spirit of who we are. and our children of soul, because that's who we are, you know. I mean, AI technology nowadays, it's like for me, it doesn't work that way. You know, for those who want to go out and they want to try to discover, I I believe in old school. Learn an instrument, learn to play an instrument, whether it's an instrument that's 3,000 years old. I was once writing a book called The Mystic Origins of the American Indian, which I was doing a reflection because I had one time, I had a 100-piece Chinese orchestra. We did the Joy Luck Club, we did Enter the Dragon, we did Tu Wong Fui, we did many of the movies that you see online, you know, that you say, you know, who's that orchestra out there? Sometimes they don't know that sometimes part of that, maybe just somebody that sort of volunteered. But I was a member of the Los Angeles Chinese Classical Orchestra. If you've seen Pam Morrison and Mario Machado, you know, they had the show right here at the Dorothy Chandler or at Kennedy State Center or at San Gabriel. Because you don't limit yourself to music, you know. I've done beer commercials. I've done a number of different things. But writing a book, get that within yourself. When I brought up Jimi Hendrix talking about his brother Leon wanted to be just like Jimmy. But you know what Jimmy told him? You want to be a songwriter. He got a piece of shoelace, tied it around a pencil, and tied it around a bit of wrist. And this was Jimmy telling his younger brother Leon. You want to be a songwriter? That's what you need right there. This next song that I'm doing is a song, I sort of got it as a reflection as an American Indian elder who's going to his death. This is where an elder goes up to the mountains and he knows that it's his final days. If many of you remember Saginaw Grant was one of the Indians that came out with Johnny Depp on the Lone Ranger. Every time I think about it, I think about him because he was one who was going to do the video. Okay, now this is a heartbeat, same thing. Okay, and this is a song called Sweetwater. Now this song, I'm sure you never heard it. Now this song right here, when you hear me say, and the mothers go, I want the mothers to say, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. Does anybody remember what a ho means? In native tongue? It means the same thing as aloha. It means the same thing as hello, good morning. And it also means the same thing as goodbye or until the next time. There's no word of saying goodbye in our native tongue. It's always until the next time. You got to remember, we're all reflective of the Spirit. I can't teach you that because that's something you were born with. Now here in this world, they try to condition yourself. I'm not built too much of the church organization of religion because there's too much debate behind it. And you shouldn't argue about God. God is something that's our Father. You shouldn't argue about that. Anyways, remember, this is a song of an elder. Mama, won't you take me home? Take me to a higher ground. Get closer to the sky. There with my mother. Take me to the place where you live. There where you live. Come on, mama. Now this next verse is again. Take me to the mountains and fly. Where will my daddy go? Take me to the place. Where will my father go? My name. Now everybody. There is a place with wonderful people. There is a place where journey won't be told. There is a place with wonderful people. There is a place where journey won't be told. When I take my That song I dedicated to Ira Hayes. He's the one that I'll be Grand Marshal for. You gotta remember when Ira returned from the Second World War, um, he was with 250 soldiers and only 27 returned back home. And Ira was one of the 4 who put the flag in Iwo Jima. When he came home, he went back to the reservation and his water rights were taken away from him. You couldn't have water rights after being up in Washington and being recommended a hero and all this. He ended up dying in a ditch with less than 2 inches of water. And today, there is some change, but it's hard for them to go back to what was once their homeland, which is the Pima Indian. Always honor your veterans. Sometimes we never know just what they gone through and what they hide. I was just talking to my friend here about my uncle, who in the Second World War, they were talking about him and saying that he was nuts, that he was a crazy homeless man, pushing shopping carts and just all this stuff. And later on, when he died and they buried him, they find that he had 16 grandchildren. He had a woman that he was with for a long time, and he raised them. He would give all his money in check and leave it to her, and he would choose to leave in the middle of the field. It's because you suffer from the war, and people talk so much about you, and they really don't know. So a lot of the burden you carry within himself. All the way to his day, final days. But you got to remember the reflective spirit of the Father, the Holy Ghost, and the Spirit. It would reflect itself. It revealed itself in the goodness. Even though sometimes people try to make the worst of what they say about us, don't listen to them. Don't listen to the hoopla that comes over the internet. Always question those that are your elders. They'll give you direct. Everyone that I see, that what I see on the internet, is just a victim of presumption. People just want to reflect themselves. When you live your life and you really don't see certain things like that, that's why it's so important. It's so important to write and look once in a while. So put into poetry. Become a songwriter. Songs didn't come easy. You know, even the first words that were ever written. You know, I never really chose fame as part of just being a songwriter. You know, I just enjoy playing music. You want to sing the song with me, Dave?
Because we got a list.
Okay, yeah. I can go on forever.
And we're like,
I can go on forever. I mean, literally I can go on for about probably 5 or 6 hours and go through different stories. And plus I sing also in Spanish too. So you hear me, I'll do some cumbias, I'll do some corridos, I'll do some stuff. Oh yeah. Well, I grew up here. Well, not too far from here, over here. I remember Los Lobos. There's so many different artists and musicians that I have pleasure. Okay. Now, if you guys, who's a writer in here? Who's a book writer? You guys are writing books together? Okay, you guys got artists writing next to you. You know, you're a reflection of their art and history. You know, don't ever limit yourself. You remember Eddie Olmos? I remember him telling a film student, you know, well, I'm studying to kind of be a film producer, and you know, once you bring that out and you're doing it, you're producing film. You go, learn it and just be a little reflective. Don't undermine yourself, or better yet, learn to understand what you do. Give yourself a good.
Jessica, can I say that I'm honored as owner of the Libros to have a legacy.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yes.
What are the world? What are the world?
Right?
rocking the Ferrara here at Heartbeat. And I love it. You have
And you know, I grew up in this neighborhood having to put cardboard in my shoes and trying to keep up with my mom and my shoes falling off. Seriously, you know, I mean, but you know, you learn to. One thing about writing and reading is you learn to be constructive. Don't ever stop being constructive. Okay, that's one thing you can ask the computer if you really don't know about something, but you know, always trust in your personal skill.
Thank you. Thank you. Whoa, that was amazing. I feel good. Y'all feel good right now? I'm like, yeah, let's hear it. Everybody for each other. Let's give it an applause for this room. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. A Rock and Roll Hall of Famer in the house. Legend. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to bring up our first featured guest. I mean, honestly, everybody's been incredible. Like everybody, you know, it just what love, like being a creative community. That's what this is about. And our next, well, I did have some features slated for tonight, and I want to bring up our first on the list, and that is Teresa May Chuck, the author of Red Thread. She was born in she's awesome. She was born in Saigon, Vietnam, and fled her Vietnamese homeland with her mother and brother shortly after the American War in Vietnam, spending 3.5 months in a freight boat stranded in the South China Sea before being rescued. Teresa is the author of 3 full-length collections of poetry, Invisible Light, Keeper of the Winds, and Red Thread. And some books are here in the store as well. Her poetry chapbook, Incidental Takes, was published by Hummingbird Press in 2023. Woo! Congratulations. She teaches literature and writing at a public school in Los Angeles. She's also the mother of Shabda Press, and she has a few imprints. She's a publisher and a mother of some beautiful children and a UCLA student and the poet laureate of Altadena. Yeah, she's got cred, y'all. And without further ado, Teresa May Chuck. And happy birthday! Yes, she just had a birthday. Woo. Such an honor to have you for your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Teresa. Happy birthday to you. She's amazing.
Such an honor to be here and such a blessing. Thank you to the doctor. Made my birthday, made my evening beautiful. Thank you, Jesse, for this beautiful space, and thank you to everyone here. I am so happy to celebrate my birthday with all of you and life. And there's cake over there, so please help yourself to cake. So it's been quite a journey in life and a lot of learning. And as Jessica mentioned, I started my journey in life after the Vietnam War. In Vietnam, we call it the American War because America went to our homelands and dropped bombs and chemicals and killed a lot of our people. But we fought, and I'm glad that we still have our land. I wanted to, some of the poems I'm going to read will be about my journey, and I'll start with this poem about my boat experience. So I spent 3.5 months in the South China Sea when I was years old, when my mother took my brother and I fled the country after the war. Immigration. It is October when the winds of autumn blow strong in the Pacific. There are over 2,000 of us, sardines, barely human and starving. We sleep on the floor and wash ourselves with seawater. People are sick. When someone dies from sickness, she or he is wrapped in a blanket and tossed overboard during a Buddhist chant. I was only 2 years old and cannot recollect the dying next to me, nor can I recollect my constant coughing, nor can I recall seeing my mother's worried countenance as she contemplated our future, how my constant crying made her want to jump overboard. This next poem is also based on a true story. Cockroaches, a proposal by someone to my mom after the Vietnam War. Why don't you sell your baby? You don't have anything to eat. A response by my 4-year-old brother. No, don't sell my sister. There are lots of cockroaches for us to eat. When I returned to the country 18 years later, I saw them, large, brown, shiny tanks on the wall, evidence of my brother's love for me. This poem is about my name, and that's a whole journey in itself. Accents. Today, I decided to write with brush and ink my name in Vietnamese, Truc Nhi Due, the one on my birth certificate with all of its beautiful accents, lightning above the U, ocean wave above the Y, mountaintop above and reflection of moon below the E. Today, I made 4 small marks and took back my native language. This next poem is about the
America's hand in a lot of imperial wars throughout the world, and this one is about Afghanistan. Depleted uranium. The water runs a neon color in the village. All the villagers know why the babies are born dead and deformed. Others say there's no proof it was the war. Sometimes truth can only be understood. The father carries the little body wrapped in a blanket. She will be buried with a wooden grave marker, her name inscribed with a knife. There are coffins that are only 6 inches long. If you place your hand inside, it will fit. This next poem is about chemicals that the US used. So a lot of people are familiar with Agent Orange and its impact, but the US military used a whole rainbow of chemicals. And this chemical was used to destroy the food supply of the Vietnamese people, which is the rice. Agent Blue. To kill correctly takes calculation down to a science. Arsenic, cacodyllic acid, no water and rice on a cellular level. Make sure no surviving seed can be collected and planted, because even a small seed assures survival. Because mortars, grenades, and bombs cannot destroy a grain. Because our heart is made of seeds. Know what it takes to deprive the plant of water, to dehydrate it, to be surrounded by love, but unable to absorb it. So, as a poet and as someone impacted by war and US imperialism, I think it's very important that I speak out against what is happening, the genocide in Gaza. And I've written poems throughout over a decade about Gaza, and I wanted to share a few poems I've written. But first, I wanted to share a poem by Musab Abu Toha, who's a Palestinian poet, from his book, Things You May Find Hidden in My Ear. Hard exercise. In Gaza, breathing is a task. Smiling is performing plastic surgery on one's own face, and rising in the morning, trying to survive another day, is coming back from the dead. This poem is called Eternity in Gaza, and I wrote it in around 2010 or 2011, and it's about the use of white phosphorus. Eternity in Gaza, Khan Yunis refugee camp, 2001. When the canisters fell, they were ready, thinking more tear gas, but a white cloud flowered above, then changed colors and emitted a sweet odor that made them want to breathe in the way one breathes in the smell of sweet tea. The color darkened until it looked like a burning, and people ran to put out what they thought were fires on their neighbors' rooftops. Muscles began to cramp, constricting as if from the bite of a scorpion. A woman dropped her child as she scratched herself in a fit of convulsions. A father attempted to hold down his son, who flailed and moaned until he fell into a coma. The teenagers who played with the canisters, who taunted their apparent harmlessness, shrieked and shook in pain for weeks. The doctors had never seen anything like this before. The villagers had never seen anything like this before. The convulsions came like waves for an entire month, and family members who sat and cried at bedside wailed in pain almost as much as the victims who looked like rabid dogs. Some visitors were stunned silent, their eyes inward, heads tilted to the side, as if not looking would somehow make it not be truly happening. In a laboratory far away were beakers, scientists in white gowns and goggles, microscopes and gloves. At the end of the day, they went home to their wives and wives to their husbands. The tables were set, the dinner was ready, warm and steaming, and the children swung their legs beneath the table. I have two more poems. This next poem I wrote around 2015. And I was watching the news about Gaza. The most blood I remember seeing was when I gave birth to my son. The blood covered his small body and dribbled out of mine. And then the doctor pulled the placenta out from within me. It was covered with my blood. I had never seen so much of my blood outside of my body, itself creating another human being. And somehow this brought me great joy and also great fear. It must be the first step to losing and parting. This must be the greatest fear in my first experience of separating from something that was such a part of me that my cells themselves created him. I remember seeing so much blood when I watched the news and the Palestinian child running among rubble after bombings was covered in blood. And I wondered if it was the blood of his mother. And this last poem that I'm going to read also takes me back to the danza when we talked about the earth and Mother Earth. I wrote this poem for my son. Photosynthesis. How can I convince you that you do have chlorophyll? That you can take the sun's energy and turn it into sugar, produce something sweet inside of you, take the waste people breathe out and make it into something that will keep you alive, that will keep those around you alive, create oxygen. Why do you say that this metaphor doesn't work, that you don't have the powers of a plant, that nature didn't intend you that way? Look how you twist and turn towards the light. Thank you so much.
One more time for Teresa Mecha. Remember, she has books here on the shelf. Definitely support the bookstore. Grab a copy. Maybe get it signed. And yeah, how y'all feeling? You feeling good? Everybody feeling great? Remember, there's oh cool, yeah. I was like, there's a restroom if you need it in here. There's still cookies and coffee, and there's still waters here. And cake, and Teresa's birthday cake, and they look yummy. You all gotta check it out. They're really, really decked out cakes. All right, y'all ready to keep on going? Say yeah. All right, that sounds great. So now we're gonna bring up another guest from the list. We have Samira. Samira in the house. Samira, no, someone had recommend you. He says no dice. Samira says something. All right, let's say, well, we love you, Samira. Next time. Next time. All right. Okay. All right, we're gonna continue. Let's go ahead and bring up Alelia. Did I say your name right? Alelia or Alelea? Alelea. All right, let's see.
Hi, my name is Alalia and I'm a traveling poet here from Tucson, Arizona. Thank you. So recently I quit my admin job at the U of A and embarked on a road trip to promote my new book, my first book, A Human Moon. So it is now available from Dynamo Verlag and also from me for $15. Sorry?
Copies here for the spring, wanna leave?
Oh, yes, let's chat.
Yeah.
So my book, the themes are horror, identity, mythology, and being in relationship with others. So I'll just share a few poems from it. This first poem is after a Philippine myth. Why the Filipinos' nose is flat. When the galleon of noses docked, the race began. The Spaniards, taller and with longer limbs, hoarded the finest features at the masses' pinnacle. Dignity, nostril upturned, the better to smell heaven with. Filtrum the passage to the word of God. And for the Filipinos, the ass end of the pile. Peeled from the corners of crates and plunked onto the faces' fertile terrain. Misshapen, crushed, vestige of the primitive. The vessel was steered by the editor, his visage pearlescent against the clear of clouds. Cartographer, stone carver, his stamp of disapproval seared into the underside of every Filipino's tongue. Minsando wa sa totoo na tomo so parikasa. While a story may have two versions, the original is the truth. Thank you. This next poem is written in memory of my grandmothers, both of whom passed in the year 2019. Hibiscus Depths. My grandmother's dress washes up on the shore. Which shore? Not sure. I never saw her near water while she and I were at the same time alive. Yet coast wanes cleanly into sea, and gulls barrel through clouds, bellowing from the gutters of their throats. And there the floral garment sashays in on a wave. Water stains the flowers darker. Hibiscuses deepen from white to gray. The dress docks on the shoreline, vessel holding only itself. These footprints in the sand, are they mine? I forgot where I'm going, forgot where I've been. I always suspected I was born with the wrong feet. That, or the right feet, screwed into the wrong ankles, their gaits bearing them perennially apart. I call you mother in my mother's mother tongue. I call you into me, and you come in archipelago echo. I wear your dress. Hibiscus seeps in and patterns my skin with petals. The petals fall off. Wind's hands ferry them away, leaving me a shiver of stigma and stamen. I wear your dress. It dangles over your shoulder blades, your ankles, your angles. I wear your dress. I put on your wrists and they soundlessly twist. I wear your dress. I wear your fists. Thank you. I'll just share one more. So a little background for this poem. It's called Excarnation. So that is a burial practice in which you leave the remains out in the wild to be scavenged by critters or ravaged by the elements. So there are ancient cultures that were in what is now modern day Turkey who believed that the vulture in performing excarnation carried the soul to the deity to be judged. So it seems to me that there's a potential link between the myth of the vulture and the myth of the stork, who brings babies down to earth from heaven, possibly in a reincarnated form. Excarnation. In the vulture's domain, I am native to death. Every backward step home, I bore my body, watched in turn the season's fashion. Now it is time to serve myself up as hors d'oeuvre on a plateau platter, garnished with carnage. I've eaten, lords. No, I've gorged on provisions of unknown provenance. I've gormandized without asking how or why or whom I fed upon. Nor have I considered the vulture and what must pass through her gullet for her to pass judgment. My form holds light as fingers laced and waits. She pecks politely at my flesh, slightly masking her distaste at what she finds. No longer hide with a verdict. Surges sky in the sun. Bird will bear me back again one day, actually forgiven. Thank you so much. A human.
And how exciting you two over here for a tour from Phoenix on your Tucson. Oh, wow. I love that. Yay, we got our live communication. We're still live. Hi, everybody. Okay. You know, my dad was born in Tucson. My mom was born in Phoenix.
Oh.
And my grandpa was from Nogales, and a lot of their family was from Sonora. So I'm a desert woman. I'm one of those desert folks for sure. But oh my God, one more time for Alalea. Thank you for being here. How did you hear about us? How did you hear about our mic?
Instagram.
Woo! Yes, IG. All right, I love it. We doing all the socials and all that stuff. So I'm like, what's working? So that's good news. All right, a little commercial intermission before I bring up our next featured guest. And oh, we have a musician. Okay, maybe I'll bring up the musician from the list and then the next feature. But this is the LA Poet Society Love Bag. So any donations are welcome. This is a community org nonprofit. This is our 15th year of service, and it just continues. Any donation just continue the work we do. We pay featured artists, we publish, we have open mics, you know, we do all that good literary work. So if you can support, please do what you can. If you can't, no worries. We love you and we're happy you're here, and just pass it along. All right, one more commercial. I gotta show off our products. So today, and this is something that we've been doing at the Heartbeat Open Mic. So this is our second one. So we're keeping our tradition from last year. We have a few items that we are auctioning tonight. So I'm going to be passing those around so you can check them out and place a bid. All the bids start at $10. So if you like what you see and you're like, I want to win it, I want to get it, start it at $10 and pass it along. And if someone else likes it or doesn't like it, don't bid or bid higher. And the person at the end of the night that has the highest bid is the winner. So the first item for bid is the Edgar Allan Poe Raven and Other Poems collection. It's very very swanky. Here, actually, here. I wish I could dock this. So I could show you guys. I guess I have to do this. Okay, so we got gold, the fridge magnet font, typewriter, poetry for your fridge. So this is one cluster, so that's 10. I'm gonna pass along, check it out. And also what I'm gonna pass along is the bid sheet, so that I will do this to make your life. Okay, so the bid sheet is gonna go around. All right, so there's the Raven and Magnet collection. The second item for bid is this nice new journal, Celestial Sun, also gold, kind of like leathery, really nice actually. So for your next book, y'all want to write on this. This is for bid. $10 is starting bid. Y'all check it out. And the third item is a $30 credit gift card for libros. So that's something you're interested. And the last thing is you can't open it up, it's a surprise, but it starts at $1. So if you want in on the surprise and you're like, that sounds like fun, you can bid on this and you'll see what it is at the end of the night. So you guys all check it out. I'll bring this up again later on, but I gotta do my due diligence for LA Poet Society's support. And thank you everybody for being here. That's it. And thank you to the Libros for having us here and making a nice, comfy home. It's really awesome, you know, I love it. We're filling the room every time. This is fantastic. Say yeah. All right, I love it. Okay, the next guest the mic is Carlos. Do you need to see him?
Yeah,
And there's one over here. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. All right, everybody had a chance to check out all the goodies? Okay, they'll just be over here, but I will pass them another moment. You know, booty bumping and all that. We're familia. Okay.
So we're gonna play a song. Song's good. All right. Well, they're both gonna be by Fernando Aramis, a Cuban artist. Like this song is called Viviendo a Sobrevivir, which means living to survive. And what he did was he listened to a woman on a bus selling candy to the crowd, and he took her words and he put music to it. So this is the pitch of a blind woman in Ecuador with her baby selling candy on the bus. Called Viviendo a Sobrevivir. Buenos días, señores y señoras, ustedes perdonen. Quiero agradecer la atención prestada de ustedes por unos minutos de ver si también a chofer. Soy una persona viviente que conoce diariamente salir y correr, acompañado de su pequeño que a un lado todo un sueño quisiera yo conocer. Y deben saber que lo que cuento siento y con todo cómo es la realidad, cómo es la realidad, cómo es la realidad, cómo es la realidad. Ari, 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 ari. Y la gente así, en la mitad del mundo yo vi
que así sufrí. Y la gente así, en la mitad del mundo yo vi, gente así sufrí. Y duda, debes saber que lo que cuento es cierto, y como es la realidad, yo siento en su vivir un olor al sentimiento, como es la realidad, como es la realidad, como es la realidad, como es la realidad. Are, 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 que así, en la mitad del mundo yo vi, que así sufrí. Isn't that interesting how he just took a lady's words and just put music to it? So the next song by Fernando Alamis is called La Coleccionista, the collectionist, and it's fitting for this space. Paying tribute to describing meeting a woman that reads poems and is always in a book, and how she became a girl, a woman that was who collects love, the collections. This is called collections. Coleccionaba la naturaleza. Hojas de Santemo de tulipán, pétalo. De página de un libro viejo. Y coleccionaba poetas en sepia. Gallego, Borges, Lorca, Escobar, Martín, Tagore y Benedetti. Siempre andaba curiosa manera de ser feliz. Alguien preguntó por qué coleccionar cosas tan raras. Ella respondió para entrenar las verdades. Al final encontré una mujer que aconteció como asombro rogado a la mano, coleccionista del amor. Le gana, no supo olvidar, apareció en la fe. Sol, ay, pero que mira, yo lo canto así. A los soneros, pues me gusta a mí. Apareció en la fe. Sol, acompañada. La coleccionista le nombraron. Apareció en la fe, un canto de sol, la acompañaba, la coleccionista no me paraba. Gracias.
I love both bossa nova and too, like it's just I mean it means cool, right? Like chill, like bossa. That was beautiful. One more time for Carlos.
Let's do the guy for
Feeling great. How y'all feeling? You feeling good, everybody? Yeah, I love it. And I think we have Jesse, there's a vendor out there too, you know, someone selling some goodies or
No, they're all in here.
oh they went in. Oh, okay, everybody's in here. Okay. I thought there was someone selling raspalos.
Oh, well, the store, the door, the.
Oh,
store
the-
next door.
Oh, the next door.
Next door.
Next door they sell raspalos. Shout. But thank you everybody who's been supporting the bookstore, you guys, loving the libro. Lincoln, hi. I love it. I love the history of this town and like and my dad. I was telling Jesse that my dad used to go here right across the street there at Lincoln High School, and I know he's a Wilson guy, but my name's Wilson too. I'm Jessica Wilson, so I got love for it all. I'm like, yeah, Wilson, all the time. The dub. Anyways, okay. We're over 8 o'clock. Y'all mind? Everybody okay? Everybody's good. Okay, good. just had to put that out there. I am aware. And we got, oh yeah, my presents, mis regalos. If y'all want to bid, I'll pass them around again, but these are all up for grabs tonight. And oh, it's there. It's back over here. All right. So y'all ready to keep it moving? Say yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right. Looks like we got a couple of seats in here. If anybody wants to come up front, we're not gonna bite you. And if you gotta sneeze, cover your mouth. No, just kidding. No one did that. Yes.
Debbie Gutierrez.
Debbie Gutierrez could actually do an auctioneer on all the items, and she'll take some time around.
I'm a comedian by trade,
Oh wow.
about 30 years
She
now.
would love to go up there and
And-
auctioneer.
Some side work I do.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Can I
raise
get
money.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We could do that. That sounds fun.
yeah. So if you want to turn that into a live auction, I'd be happy to.
Wow. Let's see. How are we doing it? Did anybody even put any numbers down? Hold on. Unless it's in the mid. Oh, we got a little bit of love on here. Okay, cool.
Let's get more love.
Yeah. We don't have any love on the pole. I think everybody has that one. But I was like, it's like and it's bendable, mira, pocket. And it comes with this. So this is
I'm a comedian by trade. My name is Debbie Gutierrez. I play all over the country. And then I started doing auctioneering for schools. It's kind of a fun thing to do, and I love raising money for fundraisers. And this is how we go for a Catholic school, because you know Catholics love to drink. And we were auctioning off Christmas trees that were already decorated, and this is how good I am. I auctioned off a Christmas tree for about $600, and as the guy was paying, I asked the priest if he had a Christmas tree yet for the rectory, and he said no. And I got him to give the tree to the priest. And then one time I was coming home from an event. My little girl was little at the time, and she was laughing on the way home. I go, "What's so funny?" And she goes, "Somebody's gonna wake up all hungover tomorrow, realizing I bid on a helicopter ride for $1,200. So the secret to good is booze.
Yeah.
Okay.
we need a little bit of
All right. So let's all think about something for a minute. We have a holiday coming up. We have Valentine's Day coming up, right? And that's what I thought when I saw this. I'm going, oh, this looks like a great Valentine's gift. It's in the red, it's in the black, it's very romantic. Oh, you can write "I love you" with the little letters. Look at this. You put this with a little bit of tissue paper, a red or black mug, and you've got it made. So $10 is a crime. It's a crime for somebody to just bid $10, don't you think? Isn't your love worth more? Don't you think? And get this, once it's done, bam, done. You go on to just doing your day, right? I'm talking to you, man. Once it's done, it's done. You put this with a couple of roses. It's a poem. It's it's written by one of the best poets in the world. Come on, what do you think? $10 is a crime. Do we have somebody already bidding $10? Oh, come on. Who's gonna give me, come on. That's great, Jesse.
thank you, but I have a feeling you donated this, so that's not $11. $11. This book need to be given. Beautiful. $11. Look at that. You can be done with your Valentine gift. You can put it away and forget about it and go buy one for your other girlfriend. What?
Whoa.
Look at that. You can even separate them. Woo, what? Oh, come on. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
If it wasn't for the Sanchos in this area, Lawrence would go broke. For this $20? Oh my God. I think that's a great kid right there, right? What is your name? Victor. Thank you, Victor. This is yours.
Well, damn, I thought you were gonna go higher.
You think? Victor, does anybody want to take this away from Victor for $20? $21? Anybody want to take it away from Victor? I think they like you, Victor. I think it's a $20. There you go. We're gonna wrap it up for you, Victor.
Yeah.
All right. And then when, okay, this is a sexy journal, y'all. This is beautiful. This, someone already put 10. Who is it?
I doesn't have a name.
Nobody put a name on it? Okay, we're doing the journal. Again, this is another great Valentine's Day gift. You put a little pin with it. You're all ready to go. Everybody's starting their journeys for the new year, right? Everybody in here is a creative, so everybody knows creatives, right? Think about somebody else that you want to gift this to, because you're probably going, I got 6,000 journals because I'm a writer, right? And so, right, you all do. And you all start a brand new one at the beginning of the month. I know you. And then you tear out the pages because you didn't like that one. Think about somebody else. Gift somebody a journal. This is starting at $10. It is beautiful, and I do love journals. It is heavy. And it is a nice journal. You all had a chance to touch it and feel it. Who's going to give me, somebody's already giving me $10. Who signed up for this for $10? Who signed for this for $10?
I did.
Did you? And I have a feeling you donated this as well.
Oh my God.
So we've got $10. Look it, Jesse has enough books here, don't you think? I think he has plenty of books here. Who's going to give me $15 for this journal? It's a great Valentine's Day present. $15 for a journal. 15. It's beautiful. I can pass it around again. Got some heft to it. Who's going to give me 15? Who's going to give me 15? I'm going to stand here and ask for 15. $15 right there. Does anybody want to take it away from him for $20? $15. Thank you very much. See, that's how I would play the game.
And we have a $30 gift card for the bookstore.
The $30 gift card for the bookstore, people. Come on, you're already in here.
On it, though.
Jesse, did you bid on it?
It's $10.
No, I did.
You bid on it already for how much? $10.
Anybody went after me?
Okay, I don't think anybody went after you on that one. Okay, does anybody want to give me $12? $12 for a $30. $12 right here. Oh, he took away your gift card for $12. Give me 15. Give me 15. Give me 15. 13. Give me 13. Give me 15. I won't even look at her. Huh? You'll do 15. Come on, don't let this guy take your 15. For 15, who's gonna give me $20? $20. Are you trying to get him to right over there? $20. She wants you to right there. I'm looking at you. This isn't TV. I'm not on every channel. I can see you. Will you give me $20 for a $30 gift certificate? Come on. Huh? No? Okay, I guess you weren't worth it. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh, he's
No.
only acting in the actor. He's only acting.
Oh, are you only acting? Oh my gosh. I've done that at schools too. I've told kids that their parents don't love them enough.
Oh.
Apparently your dad doesn't love you enough for this. So, what am I at? 15? 16 right there. Whoa, we're on 16. Who's gonna give me 17? 17. Come on, it's still $17. We're giving away a gift certificate that's $30 for 17 bones. Who's gonna give me more? Who's gonna give me more? Who's gonna give me? Huh? For the store. You'll do 20, somebody turn 20. Who's gonna give me 25? Who's gonna give me 25? Who's gonna give me 25? What?
The credit, he doesn't have a gift card yet, but.
Okay, but that's what it
Is
is.
he good for it?
Huh?
Is he
Well,
good for it?
whoever bids on
No.
it. Oh, I was like.
It went up too high.
Now, son.
What would you be willing to give? 17. Sold for $20. Come and get your.
We could do two, if she wants to do
If,
17.
if you do, can you
Are
do
you
20?
okay?
You'll do 17?
Here, she'll keep the 20. Don't tell her she got 17 in here. She can hear, she can.
Okay, we did it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, this is again, right? Oh, and then this was a
Now,
novelty.
this is the fun one. Now, everybody can
This is
play.
always surprise.
Everybody can play with
Someone
this one. Can start at $1. Even you, actor man, you can bet on this. It's only $1. And I don't know what's in it. Could be a bottle of champagne. I think it could be a bottle of champagne. Could be a bottle of tequila. Oh my gosh. Everybody got a chance to fill on this? Everybody got a chance? Yeah, screw COVID. We can all touch things now. Come on, lick it. You can lick it now. COVID's over.
Wait, I'm
So-
gonna throw this in it too.
I started it though.
This is
You did?
Yeah.
this is a limited edition, always running 30th anniversary of Luis's Rodriguez's novel, or not novel, memoir. And then that goes to.
And we have it in
Okay.
Spanish here, so you can buy a book here.
Oh, okay.
So we're
All right,
anti.
you hold this one, because I'm gonna show. Did everybody get a chance to squeeze and hug this? So what are we at? Just $1 on this?
I think there was two.
2?
Yeah. Let's see what we get five now. Here's 11.
Okay, $5, $5. Come on, everybody has $5. It's a surprise. $5 for a surprise. For an anniversary mug. Oh my gosh, you have 130 mugs. So I'm at 5. Nobody can. Somebody give me a 5? $5 right there. Okay, who's gonna give me $6? $6. Do we have a bid for $6? $6. $6 for this anima. It's probably a bottle of champagne. It feels like it. Feels like it could be a bottle of tequila, could be a t-shirt, could be a little mono.
In your cup.
What are we at? We're at $6. I thought this one would go $6. $6 once.
Wait, you did 6?
You did 6.
I'll say 6 too.
He just doesn't like you. He's just gonna, that's it. He's just gonna outbid. So if you say 20, he'll probably give me 25. So we're at $6. $6. $7. Anybody want to give me $7? It's a nice bottle of tequila. I can feel it right here. There's limes in here and 2 tequila glasses. Come on.
$7.
$7. Oh, see, and he knows what's in the red. $7.
Here's the 6.
$8? Will you give me $8?
I'll do it.
If you do 8, I won't even look at him. If you say 8, we'll close this. Let's do that. $8. What?
Look at me.
Okay, $8, but you gotta open this because we all want to know what it is. Okay, $8.
And then I'll put
Ooh, that-
It's a Nicola, it's a.
when you then you need a little release. And you
Well, that was fun. So,
Thank you, Debbie.
so my name's Debbie. People call me,
you come back every last
the
time.
mommy comic. My husband's probably tired of hearing this story, but if you want to look me up, I'm at the mommy comic, and here's what happened. I was like 30 years ago, I was playing Tortillas, this little like Mexican bar. And one time we're watching TV in the morning, there was a killing at Tortillas. They chopped the body and everything, but I had to tell my husband, it wasn't on comedy night. It wasn't on comedy night, so I'm safe. But anyway, so I was playing this little bar in Tortillas, and I'm going up, and this big Samoan guy is getting arrested during my set. Like they're picking him up and taking him out and they're handcuffing him. He goes, no, I want to see the mommy comic. I want to see the mommy comic. And so that has been my gang name for my career. So if you want to look me up, my name is Mommy Comic. I'm here with my husband Travis, who is a poet and writer, and thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Jesse, for sharing that too. And Debbie for just being down to lead the way. Thank you everyone for your support for LA Poet Society. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. All right, y'all ready for our next feature guest? Say yeah, yeah. All right, one more time. You want to hear the feature guest? Say yeah, yeah. All right, that's what I like. Okay, our next feature is Angel Miguel Lopez. He also is an MC that goes by Casper. He has Casper Productions, and he is an actor, a playwright. He's also the director of theater for the Los Angeles Poet Society, and he is a poet. He is definitely a jack of all trades. He's going for his Master of Fine Arts in Theater right now, finishing up at Cal Arts. He's also a grad from UC San Diego. He also was a youth human. He rocks. Angel Miguel Lopez.
You know, moving, even though it's getting hard now. Just staying up late, all up in the stool, sometimes until 8. And for those who can't relate, maybe chasing dreams ain't so fate. Cause see, I give it all my all every step of the way. And you miss a couple steps, yeah, you take a wrong turn. Just keep moving forward, yeah, that's how you learn. And I'm still learning too. See, I put the student in you. Wait, the other way around, put the student in you. Now, it's okay to feel down. Yeah, you see it all around. That's why I'm just good for the soul. And go to therapy because it'll make you feel whole. And it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of struggle, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna see the light from the tunnel. I'm Angel Miguel Lopez. Thank y'all so much for having me today. Shout out to LA Poet Society. I'm Jessica Wilson, 15 years of service to the LA community, putting on that education. Shout out to Jesse. All Jesse's here, Los Libros. The Libros here in Lincoln Heights. It's a beautiful space, and I'm honored to be back. I have a few for y'all tonight, and most of these are revolving around parenthood. I'm not a parent, but I've been spending a lot of time with my mama recently. You know, I had the opportunity to be with my mom over my Christmas break, and I thought it was a good time to come back and share that with y'all. So, this one is called Pa Mi Ama, and if you're Hispanic or Latino, or Chicano, whatever you identify as, you probably have recognized this tune, at least in the first part. So hum along with me if you know. Descansa su corazoncito, para de preocupar. Está haciendo lo que puedes, no te queremos agitar. El fuego lo tenemos dentro, eso no se lo va a quitar. Pero nunca quiero que olvides que te queremos, mamá. Hierbas de la tierra ayudan a esta compañera. See the ancestral pain of women making up what men couldn't. You see the strength of mi mamá. Trabaja como que si ya íbamos a estar viviendo sin casa. But see, that's why I still have a roof over my head. Doesn't get rid of these thoughts in my head. Hierba, please, ayúdame. Thank you. This is one of those pieces that I wrote it when I was younger. It was one of the first poems I ever wrote. And because of old laptops and old phones getting lost and of the test of time, I lost it. But I remembered it, these pieces. And so I took the time last year to really sit down and try to rewrite it. And in that, I found out that there were some new things I had added, made it even more special. So this one stands the test of time, and I'm excited to share it with y'all. Am I brown because I'm dirty? See, that's what I asked my mom when I got home from school one day. She turned around with this look on her face, one of pain and one of disgrace. Where did you hear that, mijo? See, I told her it was at lunch. I beat this at my skin and then I looked at his and a tear welled up in her eye. Little did I know she heard the same thing back in 79. HP, Huntington Park. ESL classes for the kids who are dark, for the kids who are brown, treating them all like they were the dumbest around. All those guidance counselors could only, she heard those words out of 7-year-old me. She said, the strength of tu abuelita runs through. Treat them with love, treat them con cariño, mijo. Thank you. Jessica did a beautiful job introducing me. So yes, alongside a poet, I am a theater maker, an actor, director, playwright, sound designer. I try to do it all. That first piece you heard in was actually a song I had written. Being that theater is so important to me. I really want to honor my artistic ancestor that came before me that inspired the work that I'm doing today. And luckily with us, he's still walking around in the space of this earth spreading his word, but that was going to be Mr. Luis Valdez. And for those of you that don't know, Luis Valdez, the famed Chicano playwright, he did Zoot Suit, he wrote La Bamba, he did Selena, he did a bunch of different films and Chicano theater acts that had inspired not only myself, but countless and countless other Chicano artists. So today I'm going to be doing a monologue from one of his pieces called Soldadorazo. It says place of a young Chicano ready to go to Vietnam the next day. Ay, Chihuahua. Pobre jefita. Mañana va a estar bien duro para ella. Para mí también. See, it was hard enough going off to boot camp, pero ahora. No. Cabrón, man. Mi jefito también, he's not gonna have anyone around to help him out. I mean, no me estaba poniendo rico en el jale, pero it was something. Una alivianada siquiera. Mi carnalillo todavía no puede trabajar porque está en la escuela. Hope he stays there. Finishes too. See, a mí nunca me cayó ese jale, pero carnalillo digs it. See, he's smart. Shit, he might even go to college. Me? I'll probably just get married with his and have me a bola de chavalos. I remember that first couldn't even. Oh, July. Con ella? Her parents don't like me, I know. They think I'm a vago. Maybe they'll see me different when I get back. Simon, a war veteran. Maybe I'll even get injured and come back with a chicatal de medals. I wonder what the vatos around here will think about that. I spent my whole life in this barrio. And now I'm going to Nam. Might even get killed. Send me home in a box, covered with the US flag. Military funeral like they did Pete Gomez. Everybody crying. Jefita? Man, what am I saying? Estoy loco. Thank you. I have one more for y'all tonight. This is from a play that I wrote myself called Mis Escritos. Hopefully coming to LA Poet Society Press 2024. We're in the works, we're talking about it. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Come support local playwrights, come support local poetry. Shout out to Jesse for putting me right over there in that section. If you want to go support limited edition copy of my first play, Let's Just Be Blind, over here on this side as well, right in the center. So if y'all want to support local playwrights, please come help at the local bookstore, come help out local playwrights. But this last one is from, like I said, a play called Mis Escritos. And it follows the story of a young girl who, following her father's deportation, is struggling to figure out how her voice and her artistry comes to light in a world of turmoil. Do you see? Can you see how the world conspired against me? See, you work hard, get rewarded. Unless you're Latino, you aren't important. My Abba came to this country for that better life, the one that he promised his wife. He looks toward norte as the slaves looked at the North Star, a sign of a better future, a place he could go far. He's worked and struggled, never laying a hand on my mother, unlike many people that have citizenship with some white skin color. I always thought it was kind of funny. Trump said all Mexicans are rapists, but I'm pretty sure he's on many lists of women that have been abused by him. And if we can look past the Kavanaughs and the Clintons and all the crimes that they've committed, why can't we look past the fact he came without papers when he was only 11? Limited by a paper saying who's in and who's out. You gave us 20 minutes. I urge you, have no doubt. My father loves this country regardless of his errors, pays his taxes and follows its laws, never any errors. So can't you see how much he truly cares? Send him away, let him stay. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we say. It's up to you, Your Honor. Are you gonna keep the status quo? Or are you gonna be the one that helps the system change? Let me know. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Los Libros. Thank you, LA Poet Society. Please keep in contact, tap in with me at It's Casper, ITSCASP3R, or you can tap in with me right after. Also, if we could just do a quick moment of silence for all the folks that are being affected over in Palestine and the Congo right now. Thank you. Free Palestine and free all the oppressed peoples across the world.
Yes, Angel Miguel Lopez. Fierce, brother, it's fierce. And thank you for the moment and also acknowledgement too. And I also actually I have a good time to announce that LA Poet Society in February next week, we're launching love poems. We're doing a few things. We're gonna have a love poetry contest, $1 per poem. So we're going love poems. We're also having a call for submissions for love poems to Gaza and love poems to children of color. So three different calls. One is a contest, it's $1 to enter. The others are free, but we will be publishing all the pieces we get. The love poems to Gaza will be published on our blog, on our Instagram, the socials, so that as many people as possible can see them and read them. And also the love letters for, or not love letters, but love poems for children of color. We have Black History Month coming, and I really wanted, I want to hold up, our youth. They're seeing all this stuff that's happening in the world just like we are, and their hearts are innocent, gentle. Their eyes are fresh, and we need to show them that there is a world that loves them and will embrace them, and that they're beautiful and intelligent, and that they are going to lead new initiatives to change all these things that hurt us and harm us. And, us, we're the adults of this time, we're here and we're in solidarity, we're in community, and everything we do, we're taking those steps too. Like, we are the warriors, we're the word warriors, we're the creatives, we're sharing a message, we're sharing space. But I think it's so important to reach the youth and just let them know that we're looking out for them and we're giving love and appreciating them. So that's what that's about. And yeah, so we're gonna have all the info on our website. That's right, that's right. Taking care of people, that's what it's about. We gotta take care of each other. Like that Freddie said, we're here for each other. We're family. We are all related. We are the people. And if you look at the First Nations here on this continent, the names, like Dene, and the name was also colonized and changed to Navajo after the Spaniards also. But Dene means the people. A lot of the names of the First Nations is just the people. Like, that's it. We're people, Like, where's the koala? That's the koala. It's not the something koala. It's just it's one of the koalas. We the people. So it's really simple, you know. We don't need to have all these different like boxing everybody in some little category to make us feel like we are at odds with each other. So letting you know we're holding space for love, and thank you, Angel, for holding space now for Palestine. And thank you everybody that shared. All right, I know it's heart moment. I also want to say, like, I know you, I started off telling you that I lost someone yesterday that I love very much. And I want to thank you all for like holding me up in this time right now too. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel being in front of folks and doing the thing I do. And mañana I have more things like this. And, you know, usually I'm so excited about it, but, you know, I hurt, but I appreciate everybody and all the words you shared. And, you know, there really are no coincidences. And a lot of the messages shared too, I know they're not directed towards me specifically, but they really are addressing what I'm feeling. And so thank you. Just want to say that. I appreciate y'all. All right. Ready to keep going, y'all? You say, yeah. Say, yeah, yeah. All right, we feeling the love. I know we feeling the love. But we're gonna keep going. We got a few folks on the mic. We have 2 more features, and you kind of might mesh into each other. We'll see. Last time y'all were together, it was really dynamic. But here we go. So we're gonna go keep going on the list. We have Boog. Is Boog here?
Yeah.
Boogie Woogie. All right, Boog, come on up.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm Boog J Ghost. I won't take too much of your time at all. Thank you to the Libros for having me. Thank you for coming to my neighborhood. I live down the street. So it's nice to see everyone here, supporting everyone, doing your thing. I'm not going to use the mic. I'm just going to speak really loud for you. This is for my daughter. Her name is Munai. Munai is a Quechua word. It means to love yourself, to love nature, love you as you are. I call her Raisin. This is for her. Double torus shapes, they evolved my apes, little fractal people that I create and awake. My thought was Coriolis. I stood atop inertial planes and I changed my frame of reference with your elegant face. Eloquent equations in 64 paces. I was pushing Fibonacci's for 9-month race in case and joints waking early for the wage, and my distance over speed always seemed to make haste. Sacred geometric shapes swim and incubate. Fetal pose photos had us waiting for the day. The storch was a professor and professed his ways, while his birds with feathers squawked, but we never flew away. So monkey's getting bigger, Ursa's getting jelly, and ever the protector of the beast inside the belly. So we stop the uterine flow, protrude and go. You California raisin, my most precious gold. I've had a lot of love, some vines don't grow, but our grapes of wrath take the paths of souls. You can relive your childhood, or you can let it go. You can make a better future. What you do is reap and sow. I love you as you are, and I will prove it so, like Armero's ghosts and Maida Avenue's homes. The universe gave us numbers so we figure out the flow of the harmony of spheres in such infinite notes. We'll sing about eternity and lives we'll never know. We'll cross the Schwarzschild radius into massive black holes. Mira la vaquita with that old lady face. The enemy of bad chemistry with Marie Curie's taste. What's a frequency, Kenneth? I stay active like La Radio. I love you, baby raisin. I'm your one and only daddy-o. You reinvent Lee Marconi, but I guess you had to, though. You got the cutest raisin feet and you flying like a babo. I could be your light, and you could be my cosmos. There's no life like a protozoic no-show. You unify my theories with the love that you live within me as infinite ever and a day. Double slit predictions got me patterned by your laugh. And you're the bubble of my universe, I can't see past that. I had no state of being, I was Schrodinger's cat. A big bang gave you birth and my wave function collapsed. Whatever be the theory of without you being proven, I moved through this 10 dimensions just to see how you were doing. Mom dropped the bomb when you fused inside her. My principal uncertainty was umbilical wires. Unsure of the physics, call me Papa Oppenheimer. Your mission, kiss, and fission, creating beautiful fires. You, my little raisin, with your ratios golden. God said, perfect your architecture, and now your beauty is beholden. And your light reaches galaxies unseen and told, and I stay in disbelief of this little me I'm holding. And even if you redshift, I'm gonna be right there. And even in that vacuum, I'll give you air. The event horizons of your smiles and your hair. You're a dense point in my space, and my mind stays where? In an elliptical orbit. Newton, he would have saw it. If I held God's pencil still, I couldn't draw it. You keep me grounded like my gravity. You are my star, so actually you bend my space-time in a circle around you naturally. 8 universes, 8 lines, 8 bars. Ed Witten couldn't have written of the physics of this heart. You popped into existence and you are. So always remember these things that I've said. I love you as you are. Munay Rosabel Sanchez. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, that was fierce. Let's hear it for Boog. That was wonderful. I love it. She's got a great voice. He really does have such a great loud voice. And y'all ready to say you? You're next. All right.
Thank you for having me. The first I would like to share was something I wrote in December at one of my lows, feeling a particular way, witnessing crimes against humanity. This is how it feels to be me in the center of an empire. That is all. The next 2 poems are the beginning of what I hope is going to be a collection of, I will start with a quote from one of my favorite books, "Where lies the strangling fruit that came from the hand of the sinner, I shall bring forth the seeds of the dam to feed the worms." Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Soil, my beloved, worms, my beloved, rich in a way that matters, roots, living and dying, circles of life, big and smaller everywhere. I shall bring forth the seeds of death and life as we, living creatures, do. I shall remember the weight of the world, but remember to not let it weigh me. I shall deepen my roots into the world, and I shall remember to not let myself be suffocated. I shall grow like a mighty oak, and I shall remember not to grow so big as to overshadow the rest of my world. Water, I shall let sins wash past me. Learn to move like water and not betray everything. Water is the sins committed against me to rot, and I shall return to the waters that broke, shall return a changed man. I shall return and see it for everything it could be and more. Healed and warmed, allow my skin to embrace these waters of my mother's homeland and allow it to embrace me back. Me reading another one of my poems in Monrovia.
Fierce. She's also a warrior activist. I love it. Yes, bring those truth bombs. You know, that's what we need. People need to hear it. You know, honestly, that's what it's about. Is just being real, being truthful, and we're literally documenting our time. We're documenting what's happening. You know, we're witnessing everything. All right, we're gonna continue with a couple more people. We have we got about 5 more folks on the open mic, and we have 2 more features. That's what we're looking at tonight. Y'all feeling okay? If you need a stretch break, you know, it's all good. No, also there's still some snacks, some cookies, cake, I believe, coffee, water, and yeah, okay. Yeah, and at the mic, 5 minutes. Everybody's been pretty good about it. There was a special guest, but that was good. That was good. But yeah, 5 minutes at the mic. And what else? Oh yeah, and if you have this bathroom, it's right down there. Okay, let's bring up Joseph D. Another Joseph Dominguez. Joe D. Is Joe performing? No? All right. Dominguez squared. Joe, you want to come up or no? Okay. All right, hermano. Are you Denbox group 13? All right, I'll keep going. How about Celeste? Celeste, sorry. Nico? Yeah, Nico, let's hear from Nico. Nico Maru. Also, I want to say that we still have a current call for submissions open for our LA Nostalgia Anthology. The deadline is February 16th. We extended the deadline. Also, we have this wonderful QR code to our link tree. It's where you can donate, but also so you could like go to our website, go to our Insta and all that other good stuff. But if you want to submit, we accept all genres in our books. So photography, stories, etc., etc. All right, Nico, let's hear it for Nico.
Hi, I'm Nico. I'm a poet. And I have a few poems right now. And what I've been thinking about recently, which is kind of the theme of this, would be insecurity, self-doubt, pain, and how that can be inherited and passed down through each generation. So I will start. Night ushers doubt from its hideaway. No being can conceal insecurity by masquerade. As quick as time itself, the sky is leached of color, exposing my ephemeral ego. Drenched by immobility, I melt into my own cowardice. Maybe I am too naive to be here. The truth inside of my body does not limit the facts that aren't there. A fragment of reprieve, strained in sonorous debate. This energy rakes my body as hot as an iron strike. Fire, yet ice, dueling for grant of favor. No hand is won through ignorant missiles, petty prettiness. You can see it in the furrow of my brow, the slight twitch, harried, set by disbelief, locked into place. Hidden from the eye, every nerve ending numbs under a flash of heat. Do not be fooled by a vacant stare. My brain is too full to leave room for the eyes. My spirit is not defined by the eyes of men. I revoke the responsibility handed to me by father, stranger, lover.
I do not accept the shame that trained me. I rescind the power I gave unknowingly to rear care from the ashes. My excuse? I was asleep in the posies. There's no place like the consequences of your own actions. My Sito. I miss your laugh, withdrawn, smug, just a small giggle, as if every laugh hid the world's funniest secret, a secret only you could know, but would share with me later. It was always in your eyes, mischief, joy, power you left to me. I recognize you wonder who you would be with the freedom of now, until I stumble past a mirror and realize we are each other. Thank you.
All right, that was incredible. I love it. These deeps, like just bite size, like going for that, the punch. Let's hear it again for Nico Maroon. All right, let's go ahead. I'm just gonna knock the mic, the open mic part out, and then we're gonna do Mauricio and then Julio, you closing it. Good? Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna flow pretty well. So we have two more. Laura Sormeno. Laura, you in the house? Woo! We got you.
Hello. So I self-published a book of poetry. I've been following Teresa for a while. I'm really glad I got to catch her today. So I also wrote about Palestine, or mentioned Palestine. So, and I want to read about that. Don't vote. With or without our politics, this history repeats. There are no more civil rights, rights only secured by movement, the struggle to agree to struggle together, and the dirty downside to believing we are not family fighting oppression. Because it's easier to attack mother rather than the hand that writes the paycheck. Our money, savings accounts creating further divide. If thousands separate us, then we dine at different restaurants, ignorant to the billionaires who break bread with one another over contemplations of furthering their world domination. The brutality of picking a puppet to distract us from the occult truth. Let us be horrified by American oligarchy. Will you believe it, even if the strings of our presidential puppets are exposed in plain sight? Will you believe it if the puppet masters string the puppets to mouth the words? There is no democracy here. You are all mind-controlled monkey machines. And I'm not a puppet, so I'll tell you the truth, right in your mouth open face. It's time to get angry, but don't displace it towards me. Follow the money, count the receipts because they all trace back. What will it take to wake up America? Will it be when there's hunger that follows us entirely, making us succumb to her for our negligence? Maybe when it's too late. When we're suffering in the conditions we've pushed our global family to live through, we might want to try. Maybe when complacency dries up with the last drop of drinkable water. All the seeds of sorrow this country plants will grow as a cancer. India, Mexico, and more. It's going to get you too. The cancer will totally consume me as well. There must be something to do. Okay, this I to women. You love me. You complete me, you make me whole. It's absurd and absolute the capacity you have and all your perfection. All your reflections to me are blinding. All of your illogical motives make so much sense. Sometimes you are that lemonade on a hot day. Sometimes you are just brown. So beautiful, it's strange. You're an absolute dream, a never forming sense. You don't arrive to a place that needs you, but you are everything. You own it, so show it. Thank you.
Oh, right. Yeah, I love it. Y'all gotta come back every time, y'all. Oh my gosh. Last Saturdays of the month, we have Heartbeat open mic. I love it. All the folks coming through the mic, open mic, fierce. And I was like, again, everyone's bearing witness and writing it down. That's what we got to keep doing. And just we're louder together. Remember, we're always louder together. I appreciate y'all for sharing. All right, and last we on the list here, and then we're gonna bring our featured guests up. We have Nas in the house. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nasra. It's easier, but also I would just consider myself to be a professional lifer. I don't do poetry. I don't do anything. I just do life. So this was just a thought I had. I guess